The pantry is more than a cupboard. It's a ledger of choices. What I've grown, what I've bought, what I've let sit too long, and what I rely on when the world feels uncertain. This fall, I've started my pantry challenge. Part inventory, part clean out, and part philosophy. It's also a cornerstone of my one-year project to recreate my life, slowly, seasonally, and intentionally. I'm not trying to empty my shelves. I'm trying to understand them. To create an agrarian-style pantry that flows with the rhythm of the seasons, a system that's alive, practical, and resilient. An agrarian pantry is never static. It's a cycle. What's grown, preserved, shared, and replenished. The contents shift as the garden and the community do. The goal isn't to collect, it's to circulate. Every shelf tells a story of past abundance and future security. This isn't prepper culture. It's stewardship. It's knowing where my food comes from and caring for it with the same tenderness I give to the soil that grew it. Taking inventory feels almost meditative. I count jars of broth, dried herbs, and preserved fruit, some made at peak summer, some purchased from local farms. I'm reminded that independence doesn't mean isolation. My pantry depends on a web of people, the farmers at the co-op, the neighbors who traded jars, the soil microbes I can't see. Food sovereignty isn't about doing it all alone. It's about knowing the chain of care behind what you eat and choosing to keep that chain small, local, and humane. Cleaning the space is humbling. It shows me the gap between my good intentions and my follow-through. The things I forgot, the produce that went soft before I used it. But it's also hopeful, because every reset is a chance to realign. The agrarian mindset teaches that waste is just misplaced abundance. The wilted greens go to compost, the compost feeds the garden, and the garden feeds me again next season. Nothing's truly lost when the cycle stays connected. what I love about preservation work? It turns scarcity into stability. It says, there is enough. We just have to steward it differently. My goal for this coming year is to have at least half our pantry stocked with food either grown by us or sourced locally from the garden, the farmer's market, the gleaning program, or the discount rack at the co-op. That's the foundation of my agrarian pantry. Food that traveled as little as possible to get here. Food that I understand intimately. We still have some greens left that the ducks haven't nibbled, and I'm planting a few more seeds to try to get a few more in before the harvest. It's a small harvest, but it means a lot, because this is what self-reliance looks like in practice. Not abundance, but enough. Enough for a meal, enough to feel secure, enough to remind me that the earth still provides when we meet it halfway. Even with all this, I still buy groceries. The difference is intention. I'm sticking to loss leaders, discounted seasonal produce that's abundance right now. I think of it as urban gleaning, catching what the system overlooks. Those carrots, cabbages, or apples become preservation projects back home. It's how I feed both the pantry and the principle of food sovereignty, using what's here, reducing waste, and redirecting value back to my home instead of corporate profit margins. Preservation days are slow but satisfying. I like to imagine generations of hands doing the same, passing down recipes, stories, and quiet revolutions through jars, a living archive of care. Because fascism wants people afraid, dependent, and divided. The antidote is community, autonomy, and abundance, however small scale it looks. Food sovereignty begins in the soil, but it ends in solidarity and how we use our security to care for others. The full pantry matters most when the world outside feels empty. Inside, I'm restarting my hydroponic system. It's a humble rig, just a tabletop garden of lettuce, basil, and tiny tomatoes. But in the middle of winter, it's a lifeline. Fresh, living food grown within arm's reach. It reminds me that the agrarian model isn't about living in the past. It's about reimagining what self-sufficiency looks like today. It's soil and technology, handwork and design, resilience and joy. I know I can't change the world by canning soup or mending shelves, but I can build a small piece of the world I wish existed. One where neighbors share, where skills matter more than algorithms, and where food doesn't come with cruelty attached. I think that's what this Recreate Myself project is teaching me. That self-reliance and compassion are the same skill, just pointed in different directions. Each shelf I fill feels like a small vote for the life I want to live, a life of rhythm, stewardship, and seasonal abundance. The Agrarian Pantry isn't just a goal, it's a mindset. It asks, what can I grow? What can I preserve? What can I share? And these questions echo far beyond the kitchen. As I turn out the kitchen for the night, I look at the jars cooling on the counter and I think, this is what hope looks like in practice. Not speeches or slogans, but small, repetitive acts of care. I'm building my life this year through these rhythms, paying off debt, building structure, strengthening my home, and reclaiming my connection to the land that sustains it all. This is only the first step. Thank you for being here at the beginning. And as always, the kettle's on.